before we go on, I just want to say, look how freaking fast this bike is. If you thought Unova was the land of high-speed things in Pokemon, you had no clue how right you were with how amazing this bike is. Oh, Maxis, are you interested in musicals? Then let's go in together. Be told I'm not one for musicals, but for a friend, I'd be interested in trying one out. Amazing, isn't it? Hello, you two. How do you do? I'm the owner of this theater, or theatra, as they say in England. Pleasure to meet you. Oh, I must say, you two seem like phenomenal trainers. Well, what do we do here? We use props to make your Pokemon fashionable and glamorous. Do you want to join in and play dress-up? I'll get you started. Here's a prop case. We got ourselves a prop case. Prop is in the key items pocket. Probably let you store props for decorating your Pokemon. First off, you pick a Pokemon. Oh, who are we gonna pick here? You know what? Let's go David. David's our oldie but a goodie. I think it's time we show him some love. So, what we do here is we drag some items from the assortment we have and give them to the Pokemon. I'm not going to be going over all of this in full, because honestly, there is an absolutely absurd amount of stuff you can do with these things. Yes. Oh. There we go. You know what? Smugly feeds a hat. Let's see. I actually kind of want to just skip ahead and show you guys the monstrosity I create with this. See what I have created. There we go. See what I have created. This is stupid. This is exceptionally stupid. That's your job. Everything utterly charming. We're going to participate in the Pokemon musical. Join us. This episode explain everything. Let us bid farewell. I eagerly anticipate seeing you on stage. There's nothing you get for this. This is kind of the equivalent of Pokemon contests slash Pokemon contests you had in the previous games. But in my opinion, they're not as interesting. I don't know what to do. Doing the musical would be totally cool, but the other stuff I want to do... Okay, that's it. I made up my mind. I'm going to select Nimbasa. See you, Maxis. Okay. Yeah, I'm going with her because I am not going to be getting involved in this because oh no. Daddy, what are you doing here? I've come to take you back home, of course. Your mother told me that you made it all the way out here. Haven't you gone far enough? No way! I'm gonna keep traveling with Maxis and my Pokemon. Absolutely not. Others do things their way, we do things ours. Is that so? Then how do you do things your way, and how about you do things your way, and I'll do things mine? Sweetie, you keep going on your travels. Oh, wrong voice. Hey, who do you think you are? This is a family matter. My name is Elisa. I am the town's gym leader, and I also happen to be a model. You know, there are many people in this world. There are many people whose different ways of thinking may be completely different from yours. Sometimes that means you may get hurt. Of course. Of course. That's exactly right. That's because I'm worried about that. But it's important to keep trying, to learn the differences between yourselves and others, to learn that being different is okay. You shouldn't worry. Trainers always have Pokemon by their side. Pokemon are wonderful. Not only how cute they can be, but also how much you can depend on them. Please? I know there's gonna be painful stuff like you're worrying about. I know, really, I get it. But, listen, there'll be tons of nice people too. You know what else? Since I've been traveling with Pokemon, I've already gotten tougher. I can totally tell. So, please? I guess. If wanting to continue your journey is selfish on your part, wanting to stop you is selfish of mine. I'm surprised to find I'm the one who can be childish at my age. This gym leader's comments help me wake up. Bianca, I'm sure it's better than that you take the path you want to take now. I hope your journey will be fun. Bon voyage. Maxis, please take care of my little girl, okay? Papa, I'll come home after I find what I really want to do. I'm sure he traveled as a trainer himself in the past. Being a parent must be hard. Did I meddle unnecessarily? You look troubled, so I decided to chime in. By the way, if you're trainers, please stop by the Pokemon gym. I can teach you a little something about getting a tough journey, about how tough a journey can get. I completely botched that part, but she's so cool. I want to be a totally cool woman like Elisa. I wonder how I'll get there. Well, before that, I guess I need to discover what I really want to do. See you later, Maxis. That scene always warms my heart. I actually have, like, small tears of joy in my eyes from just how touching that was. I just love the way that scene is written. There's not enough I can say that's good about, especially the music. The music is perfect for it. Honestly, I kind of like this a little bit more than the anime, where the anime actually does a pretty good thing here with it, where in the anime, of course, you know, Bianca's dad comes to, you know, get Bianca back at this point in the story, and it's, you know, Ash steps in and says, you know, I'll battle you. If I win, Bianca continues. If I lose, you know, she'll go home with you. And he of course loses because, you know, he's using a freaking Darmanitan. So, you know, that's a thing. But he decides to, you know, let her keep going. And honestly, I mean, they're both good, and, like, the episode of the anime is pretty good, but honestly, I just think this is just so heartwarming, and I just love how heartwarming it is. It's such a sweet thing, man. Hello everyone, Maxis here. Welcome back to Pokemon Black and White. Last time we trekked into the Relic Castle, found ourselves a Pokemon fossil, and made our way here to Nimbasa City, where we had a very touching family reunion, as well as an encounter with Team Plasma's leader, N, who they call their king. Things have been getting interesting, and there's even more to do in Nimbasa City. There is not as much to do here as there is in Castelia City, but in my opinion, the stuff to do in here definitely is worth doing. Right here we have a woman. I won, then I lost. So you were gambling. Your station has trains where trainers can battle other trainers, the Battle Subway. You're a trainer, aren't you? Please just accept this without a word. Did you steal this? You obtained the Versus Recorder. Versus Recorder, you can record battles with your friends or in the Battle Subway. Anyway, this woman of mystery will go somewhere. That's right, she'll go to the Battle Institute. A place so forgettable, I forgot to put on my list of everything that I was thinking of going to in the city. The Battle Subway. Battle and ride. Honestly, if subways had Pokemon battles on them, I would probably ride them. Gear Station. This is a bit of an interesting little look of the place, but honestly, platform Wi-Fi trains, platform multi-trains, platform super multi-trains, platform for trains till Enville Town, we'll be going to that later, platform for super double trains, platform for double trains, platform for super single trains, platform for single trains, and platform for upstairs of the city. I do like how it just does that little turnaround thing. But this is more or less the Battle Frontier of this generation. Honestly, I love it. I think this is a lot more creative, and honestly, we're going to be going to No, not this one. It's actually the other one. I went in the wrong direction. I think it's this one. Yes, the multi-train. I just want to show this off because, truth be told, this is probably one of the most helpful things that you can have at this point. And also, sorry about the fated team. I actually had to go into battle N on this file. No, I don't want to give the Pearl. I need a Garnet and an Amethyst now. Where is Miracle Seed? There we go. Yes, I want to switch 2 items. Now, this is the multi-train. But first, I think we should talk about the Battle Subway. Hello, welcome to the exchange services. We'd like to change a BP for some prizes. You can get some TMs here. And oh boy, some of these things are pretty great. Smackdown. This one's pretty good. This one isn't that great. Swagger, competitively, one of the best moves for a point in time. Pluck, not a bad move. Especially if you have a Tranquil and you want to give it an Unfezant and actually a pretty good flying move. Sludge Wave. This move is very powerful. I believe it's like a 95 base power with a 10% chance of completely poison. It's actually really strong right now. Ally Switch, only helpful in doubles. Incinerate, we've seen this already. Quash, we haven't seen this yet. An Explosion. Bar none, the strongest move in the game base power wise, but has no type effectiveness. It also makes you KO yourself when you use it. Slake Up. This allows you to copy any stat changes, positive or negative, the opponent makes. It's interesting and can use setup against someone, but honestly, much better and competitive than it is. Really the only move here I would say of worth is Smackdown and Sludge Wave, and potentially Pluck. This young lady happens to have some other useful items. Protein, these are the vitamins. These are pretty helpful. Power items, these are also very helpful. White Herb. This is what I was referring to when I was talking about Caracosta and Crustle yesterday. When I mentioned there's a certain item that can negate stat drops, this is it. It is a consumable. And 32 BP is actually fairly expensive. And I wouldn't really consider this a viable option. For boss battles, I could definitely say, okay, if you want one of these for boss battle and you don't want to have the defense drops because you, say, want to steamroll through things that have priority moves and you're worried about starting getting procced, then I could definitely see this as an option. Power Herb, this allows moves that have a charge up, so moves like Fly, Sky Attack, Dig, to go the first turn and is also consumable. Again, helpful in boss battles, not really something I would consider viable normally. Another consumable item. If you're hit by a water-type move, it will boost your special attack. It's actually pretty helpful to get to a Pokemon that, say you're going to use against a water-type, say like Snivy. Cell Battery. Health item that gives an increase of attack that when hit by electric moves. The one thing I could really think that would probably benefit from this is maybe something with a ground-type move that is not a ground-type itself, because that's going to be hit by electric moves. Not the greatest thing. Red Card. This is helpful in competitive. It basically forces you to switch your Pokemon out. If you hit the opponent and the opponent has a red card, they have to switch out. Well, you need to switch your Pokemon out. If you set up a Pokemon, say, use Calm Mind, Swords Dance, or any of those other buffing moves, it immediately negates all of that. Eject Button is the opposite. The holder will be removed, or well, it will be sent back into the party forcibly. You have to send out something else in return. Basically, it's like a move we're going to be encountering soon, just worse on your part. I've seen a lot of people use this in doubles for very interesting results, such as using a move like Trick or Switcheroo to force the opponent to have this item, and then they just bop them with a priority move, and then it forces their Pokemon out. It's actually really disgusting. These, however, are where the items really pick up. The Wise Glasses gives a 10% boost to all special attacks. Choice Specs give a 50% boost to special attacks, but lock you into using one type of move. The Scope Lens boosts the critical hit ratio of the holder. Zoom Lens. This is an item that if you are slower than your target, you will do increased aggression, so you will have an increased chance of hitting them. Very helpful on slower Pokemon that have less than accurate moves, say, like Crustle or Caracosta with moves like Rock Slide or Stone Edge. Wide Lens. This just boosts the accuracy of moves in general. It is not as big of a boost as the zoom lens. I believe it's a 20% on the zoom lens and a 10 on the wide lens. There will be a bar on screen somewhere to say if I'm right or not. Whereas this just gives a boost all the time, but it's less of a boost. Muscle Band. This is a 10% boost to all physical moves. Focus Band. This lets you potentially endure hit. This is not a certain other item where if you're at full HP, it acts as a sturdy as a held item. This is... you have a chance of holding on with 1 HP multiple times in the same battle. So you could be at 1 HP and still hold on for like 2 or 3 turns in a row. It's pretty interesting. And you don't have to be at full HP for it to proc. However, it is a chance. It's not reliable. Choice Band. This will boost the power of a physical move by 50%, but only let you use 1 physical move. If you switch out, you can redo the move. Choice Scarf. Boosts speed by 50%, but locks you in using 1 type of move. Focus Sash. If you're at full HP, and you would have been hit by a fatal hit, you are left with 1 HP. Basically, think of Sturdy as a held item. Can be pretty helpful on some glass cannons, but honestly... it's a consumable item. I wouldn't say use it in singles, as well as, in a story playthrough, as well as, again, it's a one and done, maybe for a boss battle, but other than that, I wouldn't say use it. As well as if they don't actually KO you, it's kind of worthless. Razor Claw. This is for evolving a Pokemon. However, it also has a chance of, it also boosts critical hit chance. It's basically the same thing as a Scope Lens, just a different item. So in things like the Battle Subway, you can have 2 Pokemon have crit boosting items, without they have the same effect, but they're technically not the same item. Razor Fang. Another move to evolve a Pokemon, we can't get the Pokemon yet, is a chance of making the target flinch. Bright Powder. I like this item. It lowers the accuracy of opponents. I believe it's a 90% accuracy modifier, so basically it drops their accuracy by 10%. It's a pretty useful item, and I could definitely say, for almost 50 BP, that's well worth it considering it's a 10% accuracy drop on the target. Life Orb. This boosts the power of all attacks used by you by 33%, I believe, but it comes at the cost of 10% HP every turn. Kind of a cause and risk. However, because this is a story playthrough, you can just heal your Pokemon at will, so I wouldn't consider that a big issue. Iron Ball. This cuts a Pokemon's speed in half. It also makes flying Pokemon, levitating Pokemon susceptible to ground-type moves. Why would you want to use this? Well, there's a certain move called Fling that this move happens to benefit from this item, as well as it can be used to trick or switcheroo a flying or levitating Pokemon into being susceptible to ground moves. Because there are certain Pokemon that are flying and or levitating that have a subtyping makes them weak to ground. Case in point, for example, is Archeops. Air Balloon. This is an item when held by Pokemon, you can float in the air. Effectively, you are immune to ground-type moves. However, if you are attacked by any move other than a ground move, or well, any move that deals damage, your balloon pops and it is consumed. Bit pricey, but if say you're using a number of Pokemon weak to ground and you just want one that is not weak to ground, just in the event you face a ground type, I would say it's a pretty handy item. Binding Band. Any sort of binding moves like Fire Spin, Whirlpool, or Bind, they have their power increased when held by this. And Rare Candy. Not worth it for this much BP. Honestly, there's better places to EXP grind if you need them. If you want to get levels, there's better places. But now that we have that over, I think it's time we go on to the Battle Subway and show our stuff. I'll guide you to the multi-train here. Would like to board the multi-train? Of course I would. Let's communicate with a friend and take the challenge together. No. Please select the Pokemon you wish to enter. You may be wondering why I did not select I wanted a friend. Well, you'll be seeing mine in a little bit. I'll start off with David, then Mulgera, then Darunia. Oh. Ooh. Okay, this is a tough choice. Yeah, I think I actually want to go with this. I would like to save the game. I do like the music that the Battle Subway has. Well, if this isn't a familiar face. Hi, I'm Hilda. You're challenging the multi-train for the first time, right? Can't do this challenge alone. You need a partner. Oh, I'd be happy to have you as my partner. You're by yourself. Why don't you team up with me then? It'll be fun. What sort of Pokemon should I bring? Focused on attack, focused on defense, and focused on balance. I'm an all-or-nothing kind of guy. Let's go all-out offense. Alright, let's board the multi-train. I want a short trip to heal my broken heart, but it's been a few months now. I wonder who you are. I wonder if you'll have a battle with me. What? This is literally called the Battle Subway. Well, the first one was very depressing. Backpacker Teresa and Backpacker Tatiana. I actually know what's going on, Tatiana. Duojin and Yamask. Okay, hopefully you have a dark type on your side. Haxorus. What? What? Okay. Okay, let's do this. Let's rock and roll. All right. All freaking right. This is why the Battle Subway is amazing. Because you don't need to actually have another person or even another system. The game gives you a partner. And look at what it gave me! Frickin' Haxorus! I guess you can know that this is Hacks Are Us, because we got a frickin' Haxorus on our side! Oh, you saw what that outrage did to a Duojin. Duojin is actually pretty bulky as far as Pokemon go, and that's... Oh, this is a slaughter. This is a freaking slaughter right here. Like... Oh, you're even targeting the perfect Pokemon! You're even targeting the perfect Pokemon, I love this! Now I can just heal myself, even though it doesn't really matter. Yeah, these... Oh, you have a Lumberry! Oh, Persian Berry! Even better! Oh my god, this is amazing! I love this. I freaking love this! Drain them down. So, yeah, your partner Hilda, she has, or Hilbert, depending on which file you're playing, they have some pretty stellar Pokemon. You know, as you can see, this is a fully evolved beast of a dragon-type Pokemon. We are paired up with our little grass snake. And the thing is one-shotting these things. This isn't even fair. look at the HP difference. We're 117 and we're a speed tank. I think it's 172. And that's a glass cannon. That thing took out 3 Pokemon to our 1. You were strong. I want to run away. I have no home to return to, so maybe I should live as a drifter. Don't look at me. She's the one who had the Haxorus. I can't believe we got a Haxorus. I can't believe we got a Haxorus. I've seen some pretty great stuff here. I've seen the second stage of Haxorus be a thing that you get. May I help you? That's the sound you're going to be making when her Haxorus stomps your face in.